Goes to CMRetroGaming. I like the story that you told about when your parents sold your toys. I think we all have similar stories. I myself had tons of Legos, G.I. Joes, Master of the Universe figures, Micro Machines, etc. In addition, I had a bunch of Nintendo stuff. Even as a kid, I tried to keep my stuff in the original boxes. I had a NES system, Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, Casino Kid 2, and all the Mario games complete in box. I had a SNES in the box with games, complete in a box, an N64 complete in a box with games in the box. When I graduated high school in 97, I left for the Marines. My parents sold my toys at garage sales, and my brother, who had started college a couple years after I left, sold my NES, SNES, and N64 stuff for beer money. That's a super long story to get to this point. When I came home and realized that all my stuff was gone, I felt as if there was a little piece of me missing, as if for some strange cosmic reason I had lost those memories because I didn't have the stuff of my youth. I wasn't angry or anything, I guess more disappointed. But I think it's one of the factors that drives my collector mentality now. I just want that little pieces back. I can tell you that I have most of the games back that I had as a kid, and for some reason I'm getting to that point where my collecting is coming to an end, and I feel satisfied by that. And the fact that I got rid of about half of the OG Xbox collection and GameCube collection, mostly sports titles, kids games, and games that are multiplat, I've come to realize that in game hunting, thrifting, garage selling, and buying selling, I have created new memories and experiences that I share with my kids. Which, as a dad, I can tell you that creating experiences for your kids is much more important than hanging on to my personal experiences from the 80s. You should see the look on my daughter's face when I tell her that we are going to garage sales and that she can have $5 to spend. She always overspends. She is just so excited to go and hang out with her dad. She goes through all that process, and should she spend her $5 at first sale or trying to save her cash for the next sale, unbeknownst to her, she is learning budgeting, patience, and other social skills. Hopefully, when she is my age, she will look back on these experiences with the same fondness that I look back on my childhood experiences, yet understand the importance of moving forward. Well, I think that's great. Through something like collecting, you're actually teaching skills, life skills like budgeting. A lot of these YouTubers seem to have no budgeting, Imagine if Radical Reggie would have had maybe someone in his life when he was a kid actually teaching him some skills. And then he would learn that something like proper box springs and a bed frame is a little bit more important than, that rare PS2 game. And, I feel you as far as, you say, like I said, I came back. I didn't come back home, but I came back from, my part-time job one day, and I realized that, my parents had sold off all of my toys, at a yard sale. And I just felt kind of betrayed. Now looking back on it, it feels kind of silly to me because, a lot of that money actually, went to good uses and everything. But back then, you just feel betrayed because these are memories that you created with these things. A lot of time, people will collect because they're trying to, fill a hole within themselves, But I think you look at it positively because you actually do see an end to it, You see an end to the collecting, and you're looking at it like, hey, I'm going to have this collection, and then I'll just move on to other things. Some people don't, they don't ever move on to other things. Some people just, and that's what's so troubling about a lot of these YouTubers that just want to keep collecting and collecting. Once they get one complete collection, they want to make another complete collection of something. I feel if you collect, you should have purpose to the collecting. There should be an idea of, what you want to collect, and, you should place limits, of course, on maybe, what money you have to collect. There's all these videos on the internet about, what to collect, how to go about it, but not a lot of honest videos about, what can happen if people, over collect. I wish that I had, looking back, I spent a lot of money trying to recapture a lot of things that were lost only to wind up kind of reselling a lot of it, ironically. But, it's, like I said, it's the memories that are more important than the actual, just plastic hunks of junk at the end of the day. A lot of this stuff, even our fancy technical toys and everything, it's just plastic hunks of junk at the end of the day. The connections that you have with people are far more important. There was a comment from someone the other day saying that they had more fun with like a retro console and, connecting with someone else and playing that and, sharing the memories than, one of these newfangled consoles. So I could see that. I can get that. But I just want to tell you all, just in general, if you do collect, just place limits, on yourself. Just place limits. And I think it's great again that you're doing that, with your daughter. You're teaching her great life skills, CM Retro.